Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to video number 219, and this video is based on panel data methods. Let me start with a panel data model in which yit is equal to beta naught plus beta 1 xit 1 plus up to plus beta k xit k plus uit. In this model, there are two subscripts. The first subscript stands for the cross section, and the second subscript T stands for time dimension. So in panel data, we have a combination of both the cross sectional and time series element. Let me differentiate between a panel and pooled data. In simple words, the term panel data refers to any data set that has both the elements of cross section and a time series. That is, any data set that has both a cross sectional dimension as well as a time series dimension. However, in precise terms, panel data refers to the data which follow the same cross section units over time. Otherwise, we call it a pooled cross section or pooled data. Let me start with pooled cross sections. Assume that we want to pool cross sections just to get bigger sample size. In that case, we may have pooled cross section data. Similarly, we may also want to pool cross sections to investigate the effect of time, that what happens after some time. Similarly, we may also want to pool data of the cross section to investigate whether relationships have changed over time or not. There is another method that is known as difference in differences. Let us suppose we have a random assignment to treatment and control groups like in a medical experiment. One can then simply compare the change in outcomes across the treatment and control groups to estimate the treatment effect. Let us suppose there are two time groups, 1 and 2, and we have A-B groups. Then y2b minus y2a minus y1b minus y1a are equivalently y2b minus y1b minus y2a minus y1a is the difference in differences. A regression framework using time and treatment dummy variables can calculate this difference in differences as well. Let us think of a model in which yit is equal to beta naught plus beta 1 treatment it plus beta 2 after it plus beta 3 treatment it times after it plus uit. In this case, the estimated beta 3 will be the difference in differences in the group means. So you can use this. When we do not truly have random assignment, the regression form becomes very useful, and additional x variables can be added to the regression to control for differences across the treatment and control groups. Sometimes referred to as natural experiment, especially when a policy change is being analyzed. Two-period panel data. Sometimes it may be possible to use a panel just like pooled cross sections, but can do more than that. Panel data can also be used to address some kinds of omitted variable bias. If we can think of the omitted variables as being fixed over time, then we can model as having a composite error. We can also use panel data for the unobserved fixed effects. For that, let us suppose the population model is yit is equal beta naught plus sigma naught d 2t plus beta 1 xit 1 plus up to beta k xit k plus alpha I plus uit. Now, if you look at this model, here we have added a time constant component to the error term, that is VIT has both, that is AI plus UIT, where AI is time constant component. If AI is correlated with the X variables, the OLS will be biased since we have AI which is part of the error term. With panel data, we can difference out the unobserved fixed effect. We can also use first differences in pool data, and in that case we can subtract one period from the other to obtain delta yi, that is equal to delta to sigma naught plus beta 1 delta xi1 plus up to beta k sigma delta beta k delta xik plus delta ui. That is, we have delta yi equals sigma naught plus beta 1 delta xi1 up to beta k delta xik plus delta ui. This method has no correlation between the x variables and the error term, so there is no bias. But we need to be careful about organization of the data to be sure to compute correct change. We can also extend this method to more than 2 periods. Simply difference adjacent periods. For example, if there are 3 periods, then subtract period 1 from period 2 and period 2 from period 3, and we have only 2 observations per individual. So we can simply estimate by OLS, assuming the delta UIT are uncorrelated over time. Ladies and gentlemen, this video is about panel data methods. This is based on theory, but if you want to analyze panel data, I have uploaded some other videos in which I have analyzed panel data using different softwares, and there are some videos that have been done with the Stata and some with the eViews and so on. I hope this was quite informative for you. Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, kindly do so, and do not forget to click on bell icon so that you can get timely notification about some sensational video that I'll upload for you soon. Thank you, and have a good evening, and I'll see you in another video.